I'm walking into a spot that I like. I've only been into a couple years, or a couple times this year. You might have seen one of the earlier videos where I stalked a doe on the ground and got a 25-yard shot and hit a sapling. This is that same area. It's been an interesting season. I think with these later full moons, and last night we had that big lunar eclipse. Just at least in my area, and from what I've gathered from other guys, it seems like the daylight movement has been pretty slow this year. At least here in the area I hunt in South Carolina, just kind of the Midlands. Just haven't seen a lot of deer in the daytime. So it's about 12:30. I'm walking in and I'm gonna sit down here and hopefully something will stroll by. With it being the middle of the day, I've never, I'm one of those guys I have to hunt when I can, and picking my season around certain dates and moon phases and all that, it just doesn't really work for me. I've always been a feed tree hunter, and sometimes my schedule's a little unpredictable, so I just have to hunt when I can. And I think most guys are that way. I mean, you may take a certain part of your vacation at a certain time every year, but there's never a guarantee based on rut dates. You can think what you want. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but weather, moon phases, all those things affect the deer. Bumper crops or lack of hard mast, they all affect deer movement. On the years that we don't have a lot of acorns, I feel like the deer browse a lot, and they do it around their bedding areas. And so they don't have to go that far. They don't have to travel to get to hardwood ridge. They can just get up and browse around, and if you're not hunting real close or on top of those bedding areas, you're just not going to see them. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to hunt some thick areas that are on each side of this point. It's kind of a pinch point, and the deer, they funnel through there, going back and forth between these areas. There's water oaks all down in there. And so hopefully we're just going to catch them getting up for an afternoon stroll. And see what happens. I'll let you know. All right. You got a little pinch point here against the river where a big bluff comes down. And these deer get squeezed between that bluff and the river. They come through here a lot. It's just a long walk in here, so I don't come in here too much. But anyway, hadn't quite decided on the tree yet. Kind of thinking about this one, but can't decide if I'm gonna be closer to the edge of the river or not. So anyway, I'll let y'all know when I get in the tree. All right, I made it up in the tree. I'm playing around with a new mount for my iPhone 12 Pro Max on my fluid head. It's about 2 miles in here, so I decided I'd give this a shot since I didn't really want to carry my bigger camera, which isn't all that heavy, but still, every little bit counts when you're walking that far. So anyway, I'm up here in this pinch point, and I'm in a little water oak tree, and you can kind of see what I got going on here. It's kind of behind me over there, so it's pretty thick down here. Middle of the day, middle afternoon, we're gonna give it a shot and see what we can do. seen anything yet. I mean, it's a gorgeous afternoon. It's probably in the mid-50s out here, and just leaves are raining down, and I don't know if you can see this backlighting behind me, but I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. And I'm just thankful to be here. I mean, I've been lucky, man. I could have really messed myself up with that broadhead cut. And hitting that deer definitely could have been a whole lot worse. And I'm thankful. I know it's kind of coming up on Thanksgiving, but I'm extremely thankful that neither one of those were worse than they were. I would really like to stick a deer with this bow that I made. But you know what? I'm just going to keep after it. I'm going to stay after it. I'm not going to quit. It's been a weird season for a lot of people. The deer movement's been weird, as I was talking about earlier. And I know it's cliche, but the deer's not why I'm out here. Not at all. These colors you see behind me, and cool breeze blowing in November. That's why I'm out here. Ain't nobody talking except me to myself. It's quiet. This is why we hunt. People think we do it for the animals, and I'm sure some people do, but I don't. I do it for this time out here. And if you haven't gotten enough of that this year, you know, all I can say is try to make room in your life for time to truly, decompress. Because we all need it. You might kid yourself and think that you don't, but you do. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna shut up and hope that some of these deer pigs are gonna come by in a minute. Alright, I'll let y'all know. There's some hogs squealing across the river. I don't know if they're fighting or what's going on, but I'm gonna leave this camera on for a second and see if I can catch some of it.